Oh, okay.
That's what we were thinking, either the Lance or the Haya.
Lance or Haya, they go for Haya. 33% win rate hasn't been the pick
Hasn't been that good.
to get you
Only won
wins a lot
twice.
here, yeah.
Yeah, winning twice here. But yeah, Falcon right now, I'm more worried about their EXP pick right now because having a front line, you will be basically crushed by the Jushin. So you need something that has a lot more mobility. But the only thing that comes to my mind right now is the Lapu? Is the Lapu, Alice, to a certain extent, I guess, the Arlet, but it is kind of depends on how good you are on that pick.
I'm
This-
thinking.
Allow me
Oh,
to
Oh,
lead
do they
in
go?
charge of one thing.
Okay, Hilda.
Oh yeah, Esme, forgot.
That's a really good deny, by the way. I was about to say maybe Esme Gold, but there's a Baksha and a Claude. So
This
what?
team can move really fast, man.
Yes.
Like Team Falcons, if you look at a lot of their lineups, like it revolves around mobility, you know, and
I
they'll go
honestly
ahead
feel
and
like
go
this is going to be a Granger.
for Onic.
Yeah. Because what else do you have, right?
Yeah, it's basically either Granger or like fighter. Skylar might, but
You go Lunox?
Lunox Gold.
Yeah, it's not the best choice. I don't know how it does against the Claude, but never mind.
There it is.
you have the combo with Cho. That's what I was thinking about as well, and it's really good against the Baksha and the Esme. So they actually do it.
Yeah, so I think this one is a little bit up in the air because again, we did say about drafts and Onic. Again, I kind of feel like this, you know, puts fuel to the fire. We'll see how it works out, but the same can be said for Team Falcons. But at least for Team Falcons, again, they play one style,
Yeah.
so they roughly understand what kind of picks they need to achieve that style.
I like that Team Falcons basically still sticks to the fundamentals of their themselves here. Again, referencing the lineup ratings that we mentioned, you know, it's you don't want to put too much weight towards it, but yes, they're pretty much even across the board. And if you do look at the draft, that's kind of how it feels when you look at both these coming into game one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final best of 3 for today. Falcons coming in, bringing the traditional style of a utility jungler again. Can they achieve a win against the Sky Kings, Onic Indonesia?
It's our last match
Welcome
between
to
our last
Mobile
two teams to
Legends.
move on to the knockouts. One spot left, and it comes down to this. It's a packed house here in the EXO Hall for this match. Once again here, favoring Onic, but I would say even after the draft, Team Falcons, what they've been able to show us over the course of this Swiss stage, there's still potential for them to make this work, man. Troll's taking a ton of damage, still holding on to the flicker though.
Yeah, but I would say it's quite equal trade coming in from both sides. Took a little bit of damage there. Skylar just really utilizing the sustain he has to try and poke Sano out.
Oh, Shield Unity. San's actually flickering out there. That's going to be the mobilization field coming down. Makai gets first blood on Troll. That's Comfort taken very low. Keyboy with a Shunpu out. Lethal taken by Boyet.
You always feel, I feel like we've seen that so many times, man. A team with a Cho on it, you kind of forget just how much damage output he can put early on in the level 1, level 2. Looking at this, again, what's that?
Festival of Blood on the Lunox.
Festival of Blood.
Yeah.
I guess it's a way to deal with the fighter emblem, right?
Yeah.
Skylar has to be careful. Will flicker out right as the Shield Unity runs out there. A bit of panic from Sans and Skylar.
Maybe just something that they've been practicing and telling each other is like, let's just respect. Sure, we might lose our spells, but hey, it's just 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy like that they have to worry about.
Ooh, good take.
Yeah, good take there, delaying Boyet, but like I said, he's going to be able to rotate pretty quickly. Cross the map here on the Baksha, once again, one of his marquee heroes that he likes to pick up. Kyrie waiting patiently, though. There's a potential here for a play before the turtle breaks out. It does spawn up, Troll's giving the information, but right now, Onic controls this space.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Troll trying to trade just a little bit against Keyboy. Sanji, though, is going to take a bit of damage coming in from Onic Indonesia. So if Team Falcons still decide to contest, they just got to be a little bit careful because they're not the healthiest right now.
Yeah.
Purple buff take, though, from Kai right now. They're going to do a lot of damage over to Troll. Skylar has already rotated from the gold lane now, and that's going to be Troll caught at the bad spot. Kai with the quad shadow, a lift up from Boyet there. Tortoise Boy Sans coming down, and that's the burst for Skylar walking up as well. Black Dragon from where the turret top finish surely gonna fall from the skies. Ludpi falls as well. Furious dive. Troll under turret taken low. It's a double for Ludpi before he falls.
They traded it out. I mean, that was Onic just putting the pressure on the wound there. They get the turtle as well, so just kind of a chaotic fight for Team Falcons and the way they approached it, and Onic comes out with the win in that one.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate because Team Falcons, they are being as proactive as they can. It's just an Onic ID. They're responding very well.
Quad Shadow for Kai. Nope. Saves it. Doesn't go for it. Instead goes for the XP Crab.
Yeah, because right now they're just trying to extend the lead here. 1.6K at 3 minutes of the game. Looking at the items, in terms of the goal difference, sure there is in jungle, but I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Boxia is not trying to farm up super fast anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the goal lane there, I think this lead will be quite painful for Sano later on.
Yeah, that's why he has to kind of, I mean, that's the case for every Claude we've ever seen so far in the Swiss stage, you know? You're kind of just kind of holding on the best you can. You're dealing with getting bullied, especially as teams have adapted to dealing with the Claude. But still, nonetheless, once you get those 3 items, you know, usually under the 10-minute mark for most Trinities, then that's when you really get to shine, and then that advantage that Skylar has, you know, it becomes more of a team thing. But right now, he's pretty much just able to post up in this lane because of he is a Lunox, and then he has the emblems that he has, the Festival of Blood, like you guys mentioned. So he almost doesn't have to worry about anything when it comes to laning him. It's more so the objective. Look at that early Divine Glaive.
Wow.
Rushes the Divine Glaive, first item.
Yup. Now you know exactly what it's picked for, man. It's just picked for the front line.
Big damn.
But the thing is as well, Claude does not have a good time against the Lunox because once you go in for the Blazing Duet, Troll taking a lot of damage.
Wait, the Dragon as well with the Shadow Kill, and that's going to be Troll dying in the hands of Keyboy.
That was layered really well. Again, synergy right now from Onic. They're going to continue to put pressure now on this side of the jungle. Just trying to take the purple. Yep. Oh, here comes Sanji though. They don't want to fight this, do they?
Kyrie retreat, by the way, so they're going to take a bit of time. They won't go straight for the neutral. Actually, they will.
He's just going to start it up. I think maybe they want to bait a fight here.
Yep. Brilliance coming down, Keyboy with Jikundo disengaging. Sano there, Nesao, Skylar healing back up with the minion waves, man. Really good stuff. Boya taking control over the neutral objective. Black Dragon from going to use up by Ludwig trying to go in again as Keyboy goes for the way the Dragon locks him down. Still retreat from Boya as Keyboy gets a Jikundo. The shampoo on the flickers out the safety. Ludwig with the re-engage. Kai with a killing spree now. It's a double. Make it another for Sans. Traction pulse going wide.
Wow. The damage coming in from Onic Indonesia is just a little bit too much and more accessible instantly, where Team Falcons, they kind of want to set things up. Both Sanji as well as Sano, they don't deal immediate burst damage in comparison to Skylar on this Lunox, as well as Kyrie on this Hayabusa.
This feels tough to see when your Boxia is behind. Kyrie now level 10. Just kind of the speed that a Hayabusa is able to farm up in comparison to a Boxia is just really highlighted here. You can see how much gold Kyrie's got. You know, even though they started up the turtle and he didn't have the retribution, they knew that if there was going to be a fight, we have enough damage that we can actually just kind of overload it and capitalize on that anyways, and that's what we saw. And that's why even that Divine Glaive early pickup for Skylar was such a big pickup, because you saw how much damage he was able to just kind of burst out on demand here. So with this, it's all ballooned to 4,000 plus gold lead for Onic.
I thought for sure with a lead like this, Kai would go for a Sky Piercer first or second item after the Hunter Strike, but nope. He's staying consistent, doesn't want to risk it. Troll.
All right, Troll's fine.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm with Mirko on this one. I thought he would go for the Sky Piercer just to make it like basically uncomebackable for Team Falcons. And now Onic ID, they are pressuring the gold lane a little bit, but we've seen Team Falcons in this situation before. I believe by Second Lord, they will be able to come back. So it's really just the question whether Onic ID will actually give them that opportunity, because we've seen what a even 4-item Claude can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what most Claudes have to end up doing if they are playing behind, even more so. So this turtle comes up here in a couple seconds. Looks like they want to make a play. Keyboard.
Great cut. Jikundo, not even the way to drag it there. Purify baited out. Skylar gets the kill there. They didn't use a single ultimate there. Skylar didn't even use his ultimate, right?
No, I believe not. And
wow.
Even so, Keyboy knew that he was just going to catch him even without using the kick or the flicker. So that's going to be a clean turtle take now. last one of the game, they're going to go and try to get these tier 1s in the mid.
Kyrie secures the turtle. That's going to be the Petrifying Fierce dive. Blocking Troll down very low. The Lantern Flare on him. Kai with a double goes to the back as well. Gets the quad shadow. And that's a triple. Now looking for another kill as that's going to be the backup coming down from Sans with the Crimson Beacon. Skylar flickering in to provide safety. It's an all-in under the tier 2. They don't care about the turrets. They'll wipe Team Falcons out under the tier 2.
Skylar said, I got you, bro, but he didn't even need to. They end up dismantling Team Falcons, clipping the wings this early on.
Dude, like, it's been a while since we see Hayabusa deal this much damage this early. We're going to be looking at an instant replay here, and the fight starts all the way in mid, and it starts off just because this Hilda could not take any damage, and we can't blame him.
Jeez.
Skylar on this Lunox just deal with the front line, and then Kyrie goes after the back lines. The lead is too much, and then there's just nothing the Team Falcons can realistically do.
I bet he wish he had the Skypiercer, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you know, but he went with the Hunter Strike, and then what was it, War Axe, second item, so... You know, and you're still pumping out that much damage, and with a Warcry emblem on to boot.
Now it's BOD next.
BOD next.
Well, I guess we're gonna probably have another 10K difference game. It's been a story for us today, huh?
Bro, Lightning Trunch, that Skylar's gonna deal some bombastic damage.
I mean, Sans does have that Wishing Lantern, so it's kind of like on all fronts.
Yeah.
There's no way Team Falcons can itemize against this.
Oh my god, Sanji cannot survive. Actually, he does with a Purify there. Good shield unity over on Kai, but now the Dragon comes around, flying by. Troll isolated, taken out by Skylar.
That's basically what a lead like this does, man.
Yeah, you cannot take fights.
Yeah, you can't really take fights, and sometimes you're just kind of holding on, trying to survive, and you're able to survive, but then you just lose the battle, and with this Lord coming up now, this has been the story all series long for our matches today. Well, Skylar just jumping on forward. They want to get the shield down before they even take the Lord, so that's one step down. So Lord is up, they'll rotate Onic in a clear control of this game. Massive lead now, almost 9,000 gold. And just ready to march towards the base of Team Falcons once this Lord is locked in. VOD now for Kyrie too. So if you're Team Falcons here and you're thinking, you know, what do you do in this situation? Obviously, always we think about, all right, they've got to hold on. They need that itemization to happen here. But I think even so, like you see some defensive items now being picked up. A couple Radiant armors for Troll and Sanji. But Sano just isn't where he needs to be. Again, this is past the 10-minute mark. And he's still building into, I believe he's got DHS and Golden Staff. He doesn't have his third item yet. So very delayed in the average Trinity time, at least for the Claudes right now. So you just lack the amount of damage throughput that you need, and so you have to continue to hold on the defense here.
Uh-oh. Knock up over to Boyet, quad shadow landing as well, but the Poissons keeps him alive for now. Falling Star Moon going wide, retraction pulse landing only on Keyboy. Skylar jumps in, a bit more damage on Sanji, but no kill threat just yet.
If only the Lunox ult has a longer cooldown. But the fact that the cooldown itself is so short, by the time the Lord is there, they're going to be doing basically all their skills, and they might take at least 3 members of Team Falcons, if not just ending it here. And now Holy Crystal on Skylar as well.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't have enough damage at this point.
Oof. This is so tough with both shields being down top and mid. You should be the base turrets going down too, so Onic might just force a fight. Keep an eye on Keyboy as well, as he got Flicker available. They go with the top turret, mid turret's gonna be next, so are they gonna go?
Keyboy with the way the Dragon and the Flicker combo cancel or takes Boyet very, very low. Skylar with the damage! Shadow kill on towards him. Petrified lock him down. Kai still waiting for it. That's a blazing duet on the BMI backwards onto the fountain. Onic have the base wide open. Quad shot landing again. It's Luke P who gets a double, and Kai goes legendary. 19-1. Onic wants the knockout stage. They smell it. A game away from